Who is that? Look at that champion creature right there. And some drunken Australian sounding guy drinking what looks like a bunch of Kirin lager beers. We better go back and have a look at that champion. Hang on a second. That godlike creature. Hang on. This is that looks like a Jay Wilson chap. This looks like Kumamoto. I won the Japanese championship. Yes. Wow, who is that drunken godlike dude? What a blast. That was a blast. Right then, preliminary checks. Boots, got gear, clothing, then got my chest protector there, gloves are in there. Good. That's all good. Preliminary checks, tools and gear, lights, all fuel, no extra watery things over there, and gotta go and get some food. Let's have a check of the weather situation. See, this time of year, it's the best time of year in Japan. You know, all 6 months. Or on the flip side of the year. And the crows and those really cute peewee looking birds, they came around again. They're expecting to get some chicken. I don't know, man. they seem to know who it is that's feeding them. Alright, it's now about 9 o'clock in the morning. See, don't even bother getting to that track early. Last time I got there early, the blokes were still spending a couple of hours on like grading up the track and all. Oh, it's 8:30. There we go. What's going on? Right now, 8:30. All right, go and get some sandwiches and get this day started. So this bloke comes around 8 o'clock in the morning for a delivery. This bloke. And like, it was the night for Halloween last night, so most of the Gaijin savages are out, which generally I would be, out there having a rager, and been all hungover and fuck, God, look at that gorgeous looking bloke right there. God, he's a hottie, isn't he? See you right in that mirror there. So this bloke comes around 8 in the morning, and here's me all well slept and feeling all right. And so I took the delivery and all good mornings and all happy, and generally I'd be pretty belligerent. No, I'm not belligerent, but no, I get along with those dudes real well. Alright, now, but who does that 8 o'clock in the freaking Sunday morning? Are you kidding me? That's my neighbour over there taking his dog for a shit. Okay, let's do this. Rich piano. Not on potato camp right now because potato camp's not doing too well. But we have. I was thinking about strapping potato cam onto the rig and going for a bit of a jumpy poos and all that, and like just tape it on. Potato cam is not registering on the computery thing, and on the batteries are all flat. So I'm on this tablety thing. That's cool. Anyways, last night this bloke, like 3 weeks ago, like Eugenia Cooney, destroy those internal organs. This bloke contacted me about 3 weeks ago about these billiard cues I had. One was a banana, so I didn't include that, and the 5 others were okay. Just house cues basically, but pretty nice. And so he contacted me. I paid $20 for them, and I put them up for 25. And this bloke, said he'll come around, and then he cancelled, then come around, then he cancelled. And then 3 weeks later, and I had actually taken it to the taken that lot back to to the warehouse a few times, and then put them in what's known as the Genkan, which is the entranceway. And I told him they're still they're back in my entranceway, you know. So last night he finally came, and a bloke, one of my mates told me that because I didn't know how to do it. When you decide on a person that you're going to sell to, then you click on some button, and then you can give them an evaluation. And so this bloke, I was selling these things for $25, say, and he goes, how about 30? Yeah, righto. And I just sort of handed him that extra cue and told him it's a bit of a banana. He goes, yeah, no worries, that'll do. And so that was cool. And now that I know how to do the evaluation thing, because a lot of people don't want to deal with Gaijin Savages because they're scared of shit. It's true. Anyways, so within like an hour, I went from 1 evaluation to 4 evaluations, because I don't know how the initial bloke did it. I don't know, or maybe I just accidentally pressed it. I'm just like, oh, it's all kanji, just give it a go. Who knows? But anyways, now I got 4 evaluations, which I really should have about 15. I don't know, maybe at least 3 times what I have now, I guess. But anyways, that's cool. So selling things domestically, and it's been fun. So I'm working on that, and it was really good for future things, because people know now, they can see immediately, this dude's alright. I've got good evaluations, and so my mate's got plenty of evaluations too, so he's telling me how to do this system. It's been great. It's been a whole new direction of things that I'm doing, and things are really coming together, you know. I'm back riding moto, which is something I've freaking dreamed about doing. So, you know, things are really coming together. I'm going to have a bit of a laugh. I'm going to send some dudes like pictures of me at the track with the moto rig while they're all hungover from the Halloween last night. That's a total clown world, that is, because they don't really drink and shit, you know. And me, I'm a freaking wild man. I'd be lucky if I don't end up in jail if I go out, you know. But not anymore. Couldn't be fucked. I just couldn't be fucked going out into town. You know, there's a lot of dudes that are fun dudes. I just walk in, there's quite a number of bars I can walk into and have a riot, you know. But I just couldn't be fucked. Maybe it's the season, like this time of year, I seem to get up crazy early. I wake up at like 2, 3, 4, this sort of thing. And I'm struggling to stay awake at 9 o'clock at night, you know. But I bust ass all day. What I do is I get up, do computery work and shit, and then I jump in the bath and crash for a couple of hours, just sleep for a couple of hours. So then, boom, I'm good to go, good to rock and roll. There's a shit ton of stuff to do, but I'm going to leave it for Monday. Monday morning feels so bad. And yeah, sort of, things are just going fantastic right now. I'm over the moon about it. So let's go out there and see if I can kill myself on the motocross track. Yeah. Those rigs are still over there. Those see that blue one and that white orange one. They're those little mobile food vans. I might have one of those. This bloke's got a nice looking unit. I'm not really that keen on the Porsches, but I bet this bloke's well keen. Up here's a mountain, a nice mountain road, and then it goes, I reckon he'll be turning right and I'll be turning left and go right up into the mountains. That'd be nice to have a wrap on one of those on a beautiful day like this. Hopefully you won't wrap it around a pole. Now back there, I'm cruising along, and there's these birds doing a photo shoot. One bird's decked out in all this cosplay kind of gear with these mini shorts and all that. Nice looking bird. And she's doing these fancy kind of moves and stuff. I was expecting him to go right now. He will, I'm sure of it. Right, good wrap up this road. Kind of got to be just cruise along here because the cops kind of hang out here. Generally not on Sundays, and never on rainy days. You're gonna wait till you get to the mountain before you can rat. Yeah, that bird back there, and she's doing these fancy moves and stuff. You don't see them around. It's a F100, you think? F350, you think? Yeah, you don't see them in this land. Apart from that. Yeah, and she's all decked out in that cosplay stuff for looks like that cartoony animation sort of character things. There you go. They're out there doing that. Good looking bird. You see that a lot this time of year. See all that smoke. Generally, it's not a house on fire, and so people, if there was a house on fire, it would just keep burning because people don't notice. Because they often burn off all the farming area around here. They cut down all the thingies and the ricey thingies and all that, and then they burn all the stuff. That's what I was going to say earlier. I saw a bunch of guys on these motor guzzies or whatever you call those bloody things, and ooh, that smells awesome. Smell of those grassy fire things. Yeah, it's be a very, very nice day for a wrap on a real good rig, on some rigs. Unfortunately, that bloke a few weeks back there, he one of those, he hit something, that's for sure. I bet he hit something on the way, coming the other way, and real hard. Alright, so you just got to cruise along here until you get up into that mountain area. Noah's Ark. Alright, let's just keep on moseying on, shall we? Seeing loads of bikers. Dude's having a bit of a rat. We're in XC territory now. Yeah, this road leads up to a bit of a mountainy booze. It's all awesome all up there on that mountain plateau. So I've seen about that dude. He's all decked out in all his moto gear, having a ridey poos on that bicycle. I bet he's had a few crashes in his time, and he's like, "Ow, I'm tired of that." Oh god, when you hit the deck, you're like, "What do I do this for?" And you're smiling until that point. You know, yeah, I've seen about. Oh, there's a shit toe shine right now. I've seen about 30 bikers on real. Oh, there's some more. There's a couple of groovy looking rigs. Yeah, I've seen clusters of groups of riders, so they're having a right good ridey poos today. Beautiful time of year for it. It truly is. Now up here, it's where my kid went to high school. Up there, some fancy pants school up there, see? Just turn that one down a bit. Inca, you gotta love it. Gorgeous stuff. Yeah. There's another cluster. There you go. What do we got there? Groovy. So yeah, up here. Oh yeah, I saw a bunch of them too up on the other road, Mountain Pass Road. I'm not exactly going the quickest route, depending on traffic, but it's a gorgeous run over the mountain, through the mountain pass. Yeah, I saw a bunch of these dudes on these road bikes. It's very popular here. Those road racer bikey things. Yes. A mate of mine, he buys them and fixes them up at this place that we go to, and he right on 50k an hour. That's what you're allowed to do on this. He does real well out of that, you know. I said, "How many bikes you got?" He goes, "I haven't got any room for more stuff." He's got about 20 bikes or something. His bicycles laying about, and fixing them up. So he's right into that. And I purchased one. I said, "Are you going to go for that one?" He goes, "Nah." And it's just a cheapie, but I bought it for $25 and I sold it to this bloke For 50 bucks. I just oiled it up and cleaned her up a bit and made sure everything was working good, and there you go, bam. Flogged that off. That bloke was wrapped. He said another bloke was keen on it, but this guy said he's on his salary, he can't afford a new bike, so I figured, alright, I'll sell it to him. But when I actually met him on the first evening he came, he hummed and hawed, and I was like, what's this shit? All this humming and hawing. So I just went straight into this shop, bought some beers, walked out, didn't say a word to him, just walked away with the bike, and I didn't say a word. I don't need this shit. And anyways, he contacts me the next evening. He said, "Oh, you know, I want it now." Like, "Are you sure?" You know. And so I went and sold it to him. Oh God. Yeah, that's the way it was. I'm not that rude, but I'm thinking, I'm sitting there for nearly half an hour just waiting for this guy to hum and ha. I swear he must have just wanted to hang out with the cool kids club and know what it feels like, you know, to hang out with a real man and something with a cool dude or something. I don't know. Oh well. Okay, now a bit of a zingy poos down this road. Better slow down a bit. Okay, let's click off this thing. I swear that bloke's a freaking trooper. This bloke, I'm about to go past his K truck here. I swear he's 85 years old, right? And he rides motocross. So he hasn't got his bike out of his rig yet, from what I can see, or maybe he's over there. Oh no shit, he's probably out on the freaking track already. Yeah, he's already out somewhere having a bit of a ride. Oh, he's got a nice setup up there. This is his rig. I'm gonna have to. Yeah, he's already out having a ridey poos. He's got a seat up there that he kicks back at when he's up there. So, oh, hang on, no, there's his boots. So, must be around here somewhere. What's he doing? Some of the chaps are already here. Yes, we've got some of the chaps. Those old rigs were at the main track that we were at ages ago. Oh, morning. Yes, most of the chaps aren't here yet. They get here real late, like they get here in the afternoon and shit. So there you go. Alright, there you go. Now this is freaking awesome here. Yeah. That's better. Yeah, it's nice here. I made a little track for those kids the other week. I can hear, I know what they're doing. They're up there. I can hear that they're grading some of the track. That's what they'd be doing right now. Alright. Yes, this is why I told myself don't come early, because it's so laid back here. They don't get it. Those blokes aren't even riding yet. Like the old track, some blokes would be, 7 in the morning and they're out there riding and stuff. During the course of the day, what was that? I think that's that old bloke. He's got a shovel or something. He's out there doing his thing. During the course of the day, the track will dry out and you change your tyre pressures and bike setup and all that sort of stuff. And here, they are. Oh, see, that's that old bloke's bike. And there he is. I'm not kidding you. Now that'd be Tetsumi over there. I think I might have just run out of battery power or something bullshit. Something just decided to turn off. Yeah, that's that champion bloke over there. Now, had a bit of a rappy poos along there, and a rappy poos down there, rappy poos along there, and a bit of a jumpy poos over there. Oh, there's one over there, a small one. And then we wrap over this, and then you can hop off this thing, which is pretty cool. I like that. I like to I think it's this thing keeps cutting out, so I think I've probably filled up the SD card already. See this bloke? He's over there, 85 years old, and he rides this rig. I'm not kidding you. 85. And this is a, what's that, an 04 1K RM125, I think. Yeah, before it cuts out again, I'll cut it out and we'll go and say hello. Before we do that, we'll do this. I don't mind this thing here. You have a bit of a run up here and then a bit of a poppy poos off here. And then angle your bike down like that. And ooh, off you go and have a bit of rappy poos. It's not a difficult track. It's not a big track. It's nice and easy. And but it's alright. It's just, you know, it's all we have. So, but I'm happy enough with it. Some dudes like pop over there and do that. I like to go here and then really pop down here, and it feels really good, groovy to woo do that. Now that bloke's over here somewhere. See, so many tracks have closed due to noise restrictions. Oi, morning. Good morning. Ohayo gozaimasu. Yeah, this bloke, no kidding, he's 85 and he rides moto. Look, he's just sorting all this out for sorting his lines out. S-Ben, huh?
あそこら辺は乾いとらんけんね。
ああ、ほんと？
水が溜まっとったってよ。
水？そう、そこに水ね。that's okay. 哲美さんですか？OK。何時ぐらい乗る？あと1時間ぐらい？いつ？あと1時間ぐらい？大丈夫？And that 85, this bloke's a trooper. 強い人ね。強い人ですね。Yeah, そうよ。Oh, you got something. そうよ。強い means strong. Okay. ああ、いい場所ね、ここに。そうですね。Yeah, that's really cool here. It's real nice. Yes, so a lot of the restrictions of noise, so many tracks closed, so there used to be some great ones around, but yeah, this thing just keeps cutting out, so I guess the SD card thing. So I wish I had potato cam. Anyways, yeah, there's, you know, it's all we have, but it's close to home, and you can have a bit of ridey poos, and you know, for the most part you're not going to get hurt. So that's good. It's all a bit muddy and shit in here. Yeah, so you can just have a bit of variety poos, and I guess they're gonna improve, like make some nice little roller jumps or some kind of shit like that at some stage, and that'll be alright. And I reckon we should turn that into a jump there or something. Maybe have a downhill section there, and then do half of that, and then fucking right then you could double the height of it, and then maybe do something about down there. That's what I would do. I reckon you could do a lot with that section over there, some of the section here, and something here. Yeah, you could do a lot with this place, a lot more than what it is currently. But that's cool. I'm wrapped about it. Just go for a bit of a spinny poos. This bloke is on one of those road traily things. Okie dokie. Yeah, see, no one's even doing anything yet. It's like, there's another one. Another one. So it's 9, not even 10 o'clock. Oh, there's another one. Oh, yeah, they come. Not even 10 a.m. in the morning. Alright. Shit, I might even go and have another coffee. Yeah, I'm not kidding you, that bloke over there in that gradery thing, his name is Tetsumi Mitsuyasu-san. He's a freaking legend in the world of motocross in Japan. Oh, so you got this, they're building up this tabletop-y thing. It's all rained down, and that's groovy enough. You pop over there, wheel, there's the downside over there, and then you got a corner there, wheel up there, and hope you don't go too far, overshoot when you get to that end, and then wheel down there, get around that corner there, and they're going to have to build all this back up again. And when this is all built back up again, you can have a bit of a zippy poos, and you get the speed up to go wheel and you're in the air here, and then you land down on this bit here, have a bit of a pop over that, and if you can hold your line good enough, you can wheel off that one over there, that one. So the other track in Colga had some lovely jumps and stuff like that. So but the soil was good enough to. This stuff's all sort of sandy kind of stuff, and the weather gets to it, and boom, it's shit. That's why they build it up every week. But yeah, it's good enough. I don't mind. It's better than nothing. So I'm very pleased with it indeed. And there's a bloke that's another guy, Jim Savage. He went out and managed to break a few bits and pieces, so he was a bit hesitant about riding. I said, oh no, this place is great. It's golf balls everywhere, by the way. Should have brought my clubs along. I said, oh, you know, this place is safe as houses, man. It's really, really crazy safe and easy, and you have some fun. So this one, we're going to build this one up again, and you have a bit of a zippy poos. You go around those S-bends, you come around there, and then you have a zippy poo, and if it's built up enough, then you can have a zippy poos, and you jump this bit here, and in the airy poos here, and then so it needs to be built right up again, and then pew, land here, and then start setting up for that corner. So if you can develop enough speed, come out of the S-bend, develop enough speed and really zing off this, that needs to be built up much more, as I say, and then you can give it a bit of a seat bouncy poos, and then you're here. Now over there, I like these little rollery things. See, it's all weathered down. It's all like that. It's all been weathered down, hasn't it? Surprising, we haven't really had that much rain, but it's all really moist soil. So it's the opposite of hard pack, isn't it? Very soft stuff. So we have a bit of a zippy poosy here. I like that corner there, but the 4-strokes make these sort of juttering, breaky, bumpsy sort of thing. And my 2-stroke, I either go the inside line or the way outside line, and don't go the centre, because I just end up going whoa, 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 and trying to develop that speed again in 3rd gear. But here, I like this section. I can't believe how flat everything is now, because as you can see here, it's all really soft shit. It's still had a lot of water. See, there's still mud and shit here. These all have to be built up again. So you have these groovy little rollers, and a few weeks back I had a nice little wheelie pop over the one over there. But you don't want to go too hard here, because if you do, I saw a guy kind of overshoot the corner down there, and you will end up going down a bit and having a bit of an ulchy poos. So this has all got to be built up again, these like really, because they're nothing now, right, obviously. But we did have some nice little rollers along here, so you can actually develop quite a bit of pace coming along here. You just got to make sure you don't you just don't go too hard when you start to come up to this cornery poos here. Now, we used to have tracks that were way bigger and longer and all that shit than this, but I'm happy enough with it. Yep, because you go home, you had an easy day. Sometimes motos, like, that's your hardest day of the week, but if you work all week and you have just an easy cruisy ride, you're good. I shouldn't be making excuses for... No, we'll have all that filled up at some stage. Building that up again. And this, I like this section here, because you can develop some real nice speed through this section up here to get to that corner, and then hopefully we'll have that all sorted out later on. Yes. You could, if you really fuck up, you could either down there or you could end up in there. To play, boss, to play. And there's a Kalasu crow. Yeah, if you really mess up, you know, well, you're not actually going to end up all the way down there. You're just going to end up stuck in all these weeds and shit. So it's not so bad. But the way it's set up, with the land space that they have, the way it's set up is really super safe. Because in this section here, you're actually going that way, you're not going that way. Right, so it's set up nicely. I would like to see that expand through that way, you know. That'd be really groovy to see if we could expand it all the way down there and make this way bigger. Isn't that rad, eh? That RM125 over there, eh? Not shitting you, that bloke's 85 years old. Yeah. So, you know, this ain't Daytona, all right? Yeah, this ain't Glen Helen, fair enough. But at least it's something. So that's cool. And it's what a wonderful place, man. Look at that. Up here on this Yama mountain. So yes, I would like to see more things happen with it. The soil itself, I mean, if you build stuff up, it's not long before it's all down again. Oh well, that's groovy. All right, coffee time. I don't know if you have to sign on every week. I just sort of handed the dough over to him last time I was here, but one time I signed, like, I remember years ago you'd sign every week. I guess you did. I'm going to have a bit of a joke. I'm going to sign Kamen Rider. Some kind of famous show. Some famous kids show. Some superhero-y guy. It's a bit of a laugh. Yeah, so more dudes are showing up now, so that's cool. And 1, 2, 3, oh, why are they parking near me? So what, we've got about 10 bikes at least now. And I reckon we'll have a... Yeah, so I haven't seen, I need Potato Cam to be back in action, because this just clicks off every 5 seconds and bloody thing. What's going on here? So yeah, wouldn't it be cool, like, there's plenty of parking area over there, so if they expanded, utilise some area there, utilise some area there, and had, say, a drop down or a jump up or ride down there, and then start utilising this space here, that'd be pretty rad. I reckon you could do a lot with it. I don't know if they're going to bother with anything like that, but that's what I would do. Yes. But then again, you don't want dudes crossing your track with a car. Anyways, alright. Oh, it's a lovely spot, isn't it? It's just freaking rad. I don't know what's going on with this tablety thing, because it cuts out and then it works for like a minute or so or whatever. Anyways, that's good enough. Okie dokie. Right, might have to go get suited up and prance around in my gear. There he is, 85 years old, man. he's a trooper. He's just rad. Some more blokes here and bikes and shit. That's good. And they got all there getting their shit set up. Hey, more here today. He's just a rad dude. He always parks away from everyone else. He's always been like that for years. I've seen that bloke for many years. Ran out of juice last time I rode. put juice in it, and oil, obviously, mixing it. And second kick, and she fires over. Bloody beautiful. Better warm up a bit. I hardly ever use the freaking choke on this thing. You don't need a lot of rotational force for the 125s to kick over and make them happen. Right then, I just chucked my helmet on. I didn't bother with any gear or anything. I went up there and had a bit of a ridey poos, just a sight lappy poos, and see if everything's okay and how, if I'm not dripping any fluids or any of that sort of shit. So yeah, she's God, she runs nice. Hey, for an 04, it's the coming old cold bike, the godchild bike. Anyways, yeah, so bit of a sight lappy poos, and yeah, it's nice and easy, no stress. You don't have to, like, when you're driving to the track, going, shit, I have to take on a particular jump or something like that. It's just nice and easy. So that's fun. And yeah, I'm gonna have some variations off that thing a bit later on, and just have a bit of funny poos with it. Look at that, an 85, a CR85, isn't that groovy? It's not a 100, is it? One of those big wheels or something? Yes, so a few more chaps are showing up, and there's a few over there and all that, so good. Nice and easy, relaxed, and it's just really good. So it's not like it's the big day, Sunday, you got to bust ass. Oh, they got one of those little Pee-wee 50s, Pee-wee 30s or something, is that right? And those little yammy rigs. So those kids are going to have a bit of a laughy poos on this section here. Good. That bloke's over there on one of those big KTM units. And that bloke around. His his arms on. Is he on a Honda or a gas? Or what the hell is he riding? He's probably got a brand new bike every day. That bloke should see his joint. God damn. Awesome. Yeah, so I'm gonna they've decided not to build up those little tabletop-y things, so oh well. But so I'm just gonna have a bit of a fun with some popping the clutch on a few sections there. Yes, just nice and easy. Don't go out there trying to win the championship and you won't end up being picked up by the Kukusha, which means ambulance. Here's one of those dual mufflered CRFs. They're good units, but they've decided to go back to the single. Yeah, so that'll be a run over there. I think that's what he's riding, a Honda now. He used to ride for Yamaha, then he rode for KTM, now he's riding for, I don't know. Anyways, what we got here, eh? And some Kalassus aren't too happy that there's some mountain hawks having a bit of a soar around. See, there's one up there, yeah, and there's one up there, one way up high up there. I don't know, is that a... Yeah, and then the Colossus, a whole stack of them, the crows were around here a few minutes ago. Alright, there's a few over there now. Beautiful, huh? Just real nice and pleasant here, I like it. I should bring my tent up, because now I know they've got a shitter down there. We can use that at the baseball field. I can bring my tent here and have a bit of a campy poo. So I reckon that'd be alright. Yes. Track maintenance. Yes, I reckon that'd be alright, eh? There you go, a lot more bikes just rolled up. So we've got about 20 bikes now, and there's some kids down there doing their thing, having a laugh. It's alright, eh? I finally got all my shit on, you know. These kids are having a blast. Look at this. There's a whole stack of them now. So yeah, it's probably about 20 like the main bikes, you know, and that's alright. Yeah, real relaxing, sort of easy day. Some kids taking a digger over there. But it's real nice and safe, isn't it? See, it's safe for them, safe for us. Oh, I'm going to go for a bit more a spinny poos now, and yeah, a few more blokes showed up, and my mate sent me a pic of his Halloween suit. It looks awesome. So he'll be all hung over today, which is very rare for him, but he's keen. Well, I'd love for him to come back and get back into it. A nice, easy track, so nice, easy, safe track, and no trepidation, just nice, easy day. So you can get rid of all the woes of the world, you know, and not worry about shit. Just come out, think about, you know, what you're doing on the track, and easy freaking peasy. Wow, I'm a bit of a laughy poos out there. I've got a fair amount of arm pump, to be honest, and it's an easy track. So, well, fair enough. I'm 52. A year out of riding, and well, I rode the last few weeks, you know. But yeah, an easy drag. I'm getting the arm pump, but it is, you know, very early in the day. You're always going to get that, anyways. But there's a bloke out there. I'm having a good time though. There's a bloke out there. He's not exactly Eli Tomac. It's his first time here, and he's not exactly the greatest riders in the world, and he rides a very wide bike. But he's, you know, you got to start somewhere, right? The bloke's like older than me, and he's just starting or something. I don't know. Anyways, so he rides a very wide bike, but I try to be very courteous with others, so I don't mind. I don't want to zip past anyone. Just slow down and just find out where he wants to go, and then just sort of went by him. And but earlier, a young guy over there, he's a funny dude. He can ride. He goes to me. I wasn't sure who it was, but he actually stopped and he's waving the bloke down because the bloke was going the wrong way. I was coming up and I was just about to go over these little... They haven't done anything with those. They haven't built any jumps there, so that's alright. They just hop over them a little bit, and so I could see what was going on. At least it's not like a blind jump type of course, you know. I could see what was going on, and this bloke's coming towards me. What's going on here? A young guy waved him down and told him, oh. So I went over there and said, it might be a good idea if you make a sign, you know, for these people that are new. That's cool. It's such a relaxing track. A lot of these guys only just go out for a bit of a zippy poos, and they're real family orientated, you know. Yeah, it's really good. So yeah, I'm loving it. It's nice and easy. It's perfect for me. A nice and easy course, not so far away from the ranch. And have a bit of a zippy poo, a bit of a laugh. Hey, bringing the families and all that along. Isn't that cool? All right, they've got some of these kids have got like just bicycles and mountain bikes and stuff. And yeah, I did end up selling my kid's bike after that sentimental value rig, but the bloke, I'm happy about it after all, because the bloke said his kids are going to love it, and they do, you know. They're having a bit of a laugh. That's actually one of those electric bike things. So that's pretty cool, you know, for young kids on kids tracks. I don't really see them being that effective on the main tracks because you can't hear them. You can't hear if they're coming, you know. And so you might duck to the inside and boom. You know, I don't know. I'm not really that in favour of them. I reckon they'd be fun to ride for certain. But just like as far as racing conditions or something like that, you know, I'm just a weekend warrior, you know. Fucking good one. I'm just having a bit of a laughy poos out there, and not out there to win the championship, as I say. And for a bloke that's been drinking beers every day for the last 20 years or whatever, only had 1 year off. Yeah, not too bad condition. Hey, I'm feeling good. Actually, the more serious I get out there, the more shit I wear, you know. I've got that now. I think I'll put on these fucking... I've got to get a new set. That's my factory fix right there. The factory fix for this helmet is beautiful. It's like it's brand new. Yeah, see, I would suggest anyone, don't throw away your old Shoei VX helmet. Just contact me and I'll show you what I've done with mine. It cost me $2. Yeah. Shit, I've forgotten the name of it again, but the 2003 model Troy Lee Designs unit. Fixed that for $2. You can't find those inners, the liner, headliner ain't. You can't get them anymore. Fixed that beautifully. What's going on with this laptopy thing now? It's working and it continues. But I had some parts left over, but I've actually used the inner line. I just bought that shit from the hardware store. It sticks in there. It's perfect. Now I do have my back brace here. I'm not too concerned about it here, and I've got another bloke showed out. Another rider. It's great. I do have my elbow guards. Never really like these sort of things because they slip down. I wear them on main tracks. Here I'm not too concerned, but if I do turn it up ever again, I'll definitely put them on. They do slide down and they're not that great, but if you do stack, at least they're going to slide up and protect your elbows. So in that regard, I do like them. I might pop them on a bit later on if I do open her up a bit. But yeah, because there is one section there, you got to hop over this thing, and if you don't, you get a bit of a kicker. Luckily I'm sort of centered on the bike sort of thing, so it wants to give you a bit of a kick in the ass. There's another bike showing up. That's cool. What do we got now? We've got freaking plenty. Some of these blokes haven't even got their bikes out. See, he's still on his rig. He's still on his rig. He's just rolled up. He's got his rig. I think he's okay. This bloke's just rolled up. They've got rigs out there on the track, having a bit of a ridey poos. I see one there, and I can see one up on the hill there. Fucking great. Right? This has turned into a real good day, and pleasant, is it not? Weather-wise, fantastic. Yeah, my mate sent me a pic of his costume, one of those big KTM thumpers he's got right there, hasn't he? Yeah, his Halloween costume. That was rad. Yeah, so I've got that here. I was hoping he'd show up today, at least. He's hung over a bit. Yeah. Alright, so the reason why I'm putting on I don't like goggles, but on main tracks I obviously wear them, but it's starting to get a bit dusty out there because there's quite a few more riders. Sometimes I go out there when it's real quiet, but yeah, it's getting a bit on the dusty side, that's for certain. At least they don't have big rocks spitting up all over you, because it's all sort of sandy, so it's not like this. There's all kinds of big freaking rocks and shit here. You wouldn't want the big thumpers blasting by you. God, they are those big 450s, man. And just the shit that comes out of the muffler sprays you in the face and anyways, let's continue. He's having a freaking blast. Hey, that bloke, he's don't know, he's having a bit of a resty poos or something. He's not going out there having much of a ride. He might turn it up a bit later. That's that old bloke, yeah, that 85-year-old bloke. A lot of KTMs now. Yeah, Mitsuyasu son, that champion bloke over there. He's riding a Honda now. I said to him, "Oh, you're getting factory parts?" He goes, "No. He used to get all that shit, you see, from Yamaha and KTM. Like he was a Yamaha pro rider, and then he last Hoppery thing. Then he, as he got older, he was a factory support rider for the R&D of the Yamaha bikes. Now they're some of the best in the world, eh? And then he got an offer with KTM and went with them. And these days, he said he's retired, so these days he's scooting around on I think he'd still be riding a 450 on a Honda there. So there you go. See going already. Groovy rig, eh? He's got one of those K trucks. They've got that extra sort of bit here, which sort of you lose a bit of backspace, but underneath you can still slide in long plyboard and shit like that. You might be getting dressed, are you? Hey, konnichiwa. Oh, kakui, man. That means cool. Check this out. Kakui. Takai. Call Takai, this guy. He's got that's his chest protector and back protector thing right there. I've never worn those, but they're definitely rad. Last time I saw him ride and he ran out of juice right here, that's what happened. And it was real hot, so I went up there and got him, he just wants to park there and ride. Oh no, he's going on. He's, this bloke, he used to ride a KX250 two-smoker, and he said that eventually died, so now he's on this 125, the RM, and I think it's an what is he saying? 06 or 02 or some bloody thing. I don't know much about the RMs. Oh, I guess I don't know. So no RM Japanese nannen ni roku nannen. What's no bike 2004ね。これいや125でも何年？06 right 06 there you go 06 bloody bike's even more newer than mine shit the 06 model there you go. He likes his setup like that eh? I like mine sort of nice and fairly flat, like basically just about touching my front brakey master cylinder. That's the position I like. I sort of set my rig up different to this bloke. He likes to have a high rear brake. I don't like that. I've got to be dead flat for me. And gear lever, what's he like? Okay, very short kind of setup there. Looks sort of further away. I don't know. I'll have to have a good look at mine for a comparison. He's got real wide footpegs on these units. Probably got the same. I never really take that much notice. Yeah, 06. I don't know. Is that a aftermarket seat though? Because I thought that'd be a whole lot flatter than that. Because mine's fairly flat and mine's 04. These ones these days they're like balance beams. Like, geez. A great big exit of the pipe on these bloody things too, isn't it? Is that a aftermarket job? Yeah, that looks like it's an aftermarket kind of job right there. Yes. Alright, should I go out and have another spinny poos? Or just walk around and just look good? Hey, 85, see? No shit. Kakui helmet. Yeah. So that looks pretty cool. Oh yeah, that's the showy too. Yeah. I don't know. So this bloke's been coming to this track, or to the tracks for years. He used to show up to Fukuoka. That was my favourite track. That was great. That was when I was a whole lot stronger and fitter. I was doing mountain biking, downhill I go downhill mountain bike on Wednesdays and train and just got better and better. And another bike showing up. Right, eh? So you see that it's due to a lot of track closures. In fact, one of my favourite tracks just recently closed too. So where it's being so confined that there's not many places to go anymore. Look at this unit, same as mine. This rig was God, look at that sexy bloke right there. Jesus H frickin' hockey sticks. What a hottie. Now, what we got here? So this is I said to Mitch yesterday because that was his track back in the day up in the mountains, Sportsland Fukuoka village. The village of the Iron Man. Mura means village. And I said to him I wouldn't mind pinching that for memories. That's so they used to use this rig as a unit to drive around and curate the track. Yeah. So I'm surprised it's not a four-wheel drive. That is. Oh, it's just a two-wheel drive unit. Cool rig, eh? Oh, yeah, that's mine's four-wheel drive, but it's the same kind of unit. Same, yeah, shit, look at that, that's in perfect condition. I wouldn't mind ripping that off. I might actually have to have a talk to him about that, because the back of my seat just shit itself. Shit, I can come up here in the middle of the night and I reckon I could find a parts car. Oh god, I just implicated myself. I might have to talk to him about that, eh? I know I need a new seat. God, the amount of bits I could rip off that. Oh shit, we've had a bit of a tragedy. His stand's fallen off his rig. Oops. A bit of a laughing, a brand new bike and just all embarrassing. You can't even get your rig off. I'm like, oh! I think that bloke can ride. He's probably been on the piss. The Halloween last night. Oh, yeah. Alright, I better go for a bit more of a spinny poos. I mean, you know. Yeah, how's that? 85 years old that bloke is. And you look at some goons on YouTube there, like Hungry Fat Chick. She got someone to come along to set up her workstation right by the door of this place she moves into, and so that she can go hunting for her food. Hunting means standing. Oh no, hang on. Let's get it right. Pushing this table on wheels out, right, in front of her. Then standing, motioning like 3.5 to 4 steps to the door, opening said door, grabbing food that has been procured through the hunting method of pressing a few buttons on a mobile phone, and that bloke's doing something cool on that. And then motions, fumble bums the way back to the seating workstation, and then pulls the table back with said food, and begins to, you know, stuff itself. That bloke's 85 years old. Now, I say this because that bird, she's exhausted. Not even 10 steps exhausted. See, you can learn a lot from these blokes, you know. 85 and he still rides fucking motocross. Yeah. You know, what do you need? Wealth or lifestyle? Look at Eugenia Cooney. Makes a shit ton of dough, right? But she's ruining her internal organs at the same time. You know, it's enough is enough. You gotta teach the children well. Look at all these dickheads these days. Oh, hey Jonathan, you should cut your dick off and manufacture a fucking vajayjay or something. You know, 85 years old, that's a real man. That's someone you can respect, someone you can learn from. Yeah? There you go. Life lessons. Learn it. Oh, that was alright. So a couple of my old injuries are starting to say, hey, this thumb ain't good. It's still fractured, no matter. And strangely, I felt one of my ribs in the back have a bit of a wiggle poos this morning, and just as I was like standing up out of bed or whatever, and about that time, and leaning over to turn the heater on or some shit, and actually no, that was when I moved this pot off the stove. I'm cleaning this pot for this bloke that he's interested in. That's it, and felt a bit of a wiggle, but I haven't felt anything since I've been out on the track, so that's all right. Some sections I'm sort of, I don't know, I used to go out and just pretty much ride all day, and these things vibrate the shit out of you, but it's not exactly the case right now. I go out, have a bit of a ridey poos and come back, I do a bit of circle work here. You're not allowed to go quick here because all the dust and shit, so just do a bit of circle work for the arm pump to sort of ease down, and then go out and do a few more, and enjoying it, really enjoying it. In some sections I'm sort of trying a bit too hard. Not that many sections obviously, but some sections I'm sort of trying a bit too hard coming into a corner or whatever, and then I've messed up slightly a couple of times. There was a bloke behind me and he was coming, and I was like, oh, shit. And I kind of messed up a bit in the corner. And he went by me on this big bloody 450 banger, but I was just trying to work that corner out. Where do I want to go? And so what I found was sometimes if you go a little slower, you're quicker. Which sounds strange. So there's two sections there that I ease off a bit, and so that I can transition into a spot where I can and open it up when I get out of the corner and choose a spot that's sort of straighter. Yeah, so I choose a spot that's sort of a bit more straighter line, and I lean over more, and I found that's better, and there and over there after the S-bends. And so this section here, if you're going in really, like if you're going quick into the S-bend, you can really F that up. So what I do is just try to navigate that corner without dicking it up too much, and then get a nice smooth straight. I can go quick on that, but it's the transition in the corner. You get all juddery when you whack it down a few gears. When you're off the throttle, you can gear down without using the clutch. You don't damage the gearbox. It's when you're going up gears. But you know, if you're off the throttle, I mean. And anyway, so it saves you a bit of time there, and it's smoother, and you bang down gears. But I find that if I'm going quick there, I can get a nice straight wah, but when I get to that S-spin, I sort of, I could get it okay, or I could dick it up. So what I do is I try to get more of a smoother line through there, and then just smooth into it, and then I can exit on this spot that I like and get a good line up for this other shit. So it's coming. I mean, it's coming. But God, endurance wise, I might as well just go and cut my dick off. I mean, God. But not too bad. I mean, if you knew me and all the years of my wildness, I reckon you'd be surprised that I'm still alive. But some people are. And in fact, some people text me every now and again after years and not, you know, are you still alive? I send them pictures of moto or whatever. Yeah, so some sections there I'm really enjoying getting, not gearing up and sort of being on the pipe in a lower gear, and then popping over and just getting the front end just over some of those little mini rollery things, and it's really cool to be able to pop up your front wheel and then just get over that one, and then you're good for the next one. And so that's kind of nice. I could go up a gear and sort of just blast through them, but I'm enjoying that bit. That's cool. And I found that with the 125 on this one type of surface and all, well, way different lines than the 4-bangers I could be doing. They go wide and blast, and some turns I'm sort of, not many turns obviously, some turns I'm sort of going inside and then going for a straight exit and banging banging the berm bit when I'm coming out. So I'm enjoying that, and it's working for me, so that's good. And my factory improved goggles, not too bad. Make that, hang on, let's just change that. They're bloodying me up again, I guess. Let's better check. I have to get this. Just a mini bit of blood. It's not too bad. Yeah, that's alright. Yeah, that's blood from last time. I could whack some more of this fucking shit in there. Those bloody cockroach ate all the oil-based glue on these things and ate the... Oh, they look good. Yeah, I reckon I can just whack a bit more foam in there. I've got some there. I've even got some glue too. Shit, I'll do that now. And that to me sounds like one of those Zooks. God, that sounds like that rig that I had for my kid, but that's a Yamaha, isn't it? Look at that, that's a Yamaha, that rig. Groovy unit. They're those little 3-speed autos. So it'd be the same class as the one that I had, that, well, that might be a 50. There's a 50 and a 70. I had the 70, which was really groovy. Yeah. Rad unit. Woo, woo, woo. Shit. Alright then. Now, I pretended to chuck my goggles to that's what the race winners do. You know, they chuck it out to the crowd. I pretend to chuck it over then. The old bloke over there, he's having a bit of a giggle poos. He came over earlier and having a bit of a chatty poos about stuff. It's good. Oh, he's wondering what ratio of oil mix that I use on this, and I don't go real lean on this. I go like 32 to 1. He's going upwards of 40 to 1. And I said, on some tracks I might go 35 to 1, but I prefer more oil and you get a longer life out of these two smokers. Yes, I haven't got race plug in it because this track don't need any of that. And so that race block, God, that can give you a zing, and then you can really get up over those little thingies, you know, and sort of transfer, like I get my front wheel up, just I want to get it a little bit further over and get it up on that thingy I do, and then I've been doing that today. Yeah, just enjoyed it, and it's bloody great. So what have we got now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like an air, Trevin, Trait, Join, Tran, Trevin, mini bike, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, over 20, yeah, over 20 bikes now. That's good. That's not bad at all. See, because the track's not the biggest track in the universe. It's you know, it's you don't want to have every single bike out there all at once, do you? So yeah, it's just real social and freaking great. I'm loving it. I've seen those blokes for freaking years, man, years. Okay, let's see what's going on in the world of the internet on that thingy. Well, that was pretty cool. Oh god damn it. Starting to picked up the pace there a lot. Like my body positioning's nice. I'm actually getting on the brakes when I really need to. Let's just put it that way for now. So yeah, the corners are coming up pretty quick now, because it's not exactly Glen Helen. The corners come up real quick, and so it's all right if you're in total control. But still, I'm a little bit off. Just like upper body strength kind of thing. Body positioning is, I wouldn't say 100%, but pretty good. Especially when I get out of shape. That's just there. That's like cat stuff. Because one time, just in that last ride, I think that'll be it for today. Because if I have another one of those, we might have to call up the QQ show after, or the fucking ambulance. So I went to go toward the face of that thingy, which is quite easy. If you go to the inside, it's easy. But I sort of want to go to the outside and start doing some real cool shit. Alright, we'll get to that. I went to the outside and got some air, but I realised that I was way too wide just as I was heading to it. And so I stabbed on the rear brake just to slow me down just enough so I can sort of tuck in a bit tighter, and she stalled and I was in the air total sideways. Like, it wasn't a Bubba scrub or nothing. It was my that was full lock that way, this was this way, and I'm going that way. And I'm in the air and the engine stalled. I happened to stall the engine, which was super rare. I must have been in a higher gear than I thought it was. And when I gave the brake a bit of a stabby poos, and so I go, yeah, shit. and then she just sort of floated out of it, which was nice. And it was only just a small, it's only a little that, it ain't nothing wild. It's just when I must have been sliding under compression lock or something. It's only a 2-stroke, and as I was sort of coming up over that hill where he is there, and I was actually sideways. So I started to turn it up a bit, because some sections are wonderful fun, like you pop on the front wheel just over and over another one. Can't get the third one, it's a bit further, because there's a corner coming up, so I'm thinking more of the corner. But anyways, the corners are starting to come up a whole lot quicker, so I'm starting to get a bit squirrely out there, and under heavier braking. And so when I came up for that section again, I've been just going to the inside. It's just safer, so you save your money on calling the ambulance. So the inside's real safe. And so unfortunately, you get to sort of know that once you have it. I wasn't worried at all, though. I just go, shit, figuring possibly this might not work out too good. But yeah, when I came up to it another time, I was screaming along, and I was going too quick for that, thinking, well, I could just sky the bloody thing, but no, thank you. Don't want to go take a ride in the fucking ambulance. I've heard about that. Ain't fun. Now, so I under heavier braking, and that's why I need more body strength. I need to drink more beers. Maybe start using different alternate hands for the beer cans, you know, so I can get those weights going on. Because started to get a bit squirrely at the front, and luckily, so I run real solid, hard front suspension so if it shits the fan, it's not going to be a pogo stick. And so I'm like, and there's a whole bunch of blokes over there up the top there, they're watching, and shit, I got squirrely and then under braking, and my body position was beautiful for it though. I ended up right up here, and as I sort of came to nigh on a halt, and then I'm like, oh, survived that one. And then we kept going. I came around, I mentioned to them, they go, yeah, you are wrong. I was like, fuck. So I reckon that'll do for today. I definitely need more body strength and upper body strength, and I just gotta, if I ride that pace but under total control, I'll be happy enough with that, you know. Yeah, it's just a couple of times there got a bit squirrely and had to really sort of use those skills. Like someone that sort of isn't skilled or don't know the particular bike they're riding, that might not have worked out too good, but I know this thing. This thing's like an extension of me kind of thing, so yeah, it's sort of like that. That's cool. Alright, but no, I enjoyed it, and you know, generally I would ride all freaking, back in the day I would ride all day, but no, that's enough. Just go out there, have a bit of a laughy poos, a couple of times got a bit out of control, and that, you know, then ends up getting some head shake going, ooh, and figure, alright, you survived it, you know, and that's body strength, that is, upper body strength. When you start getting a bit tired, you start to relax, you lower your arms and shit, and I'm telling myself, when I'm out there, some sections in particular, I should have more, get back a little bit more, get more straight arm, elbow positioning to these real deal fucking Ricky Carmichael 971 bars, which are quite long, and so that way you can really sturdy up your front end, you know. And I hear tell some dudes have got these, what do you call them, those stabilizer type of thing. Imagine if I had one of those on this rig. Wouldn't that be interesting? Okay, well, that did well. Safety Koala did me well again today. Well done, Safety Koala. Thank you very much. Alright. That was alright. See, I don't need to go out there and ride all day. It's you know, go back to the ranch and crack a couple of beers and smile all day. Well, wasn't that enjoyable? That was great. A few squirrely poos, because those corners kind of came up a bit quick, and you there's not a whole lot you can there's not a whole lot of runoff, so you gotta, you know, sort of heads up on that, and I should just be happy enough with that speed and control, and just have a bit of fun with the wheelie hop type of things. That's pretty much that I should be doing. He's a groovy dude. He rolls along, has a right good ridey poos. I think that's a 250, that rig. And he was coming up on me when I was figuring out it's probably not a good idea to go too wide on that top thing. I said to him, hey man, did you see that? Me, then when I was just totally sideways, I go, no, I didn't see it. So, yeah, he must have been going over it. I know what section he must have been going over at the time. He's looking at something else. That was good. Yeah, so I'm going to have to clean up those squirrely poos, that's for certain. So a bit more body strength, and just sort of being aware that, hey, those corners, they really are going to come up a bit quick. If you try to push that track, no, it's not too good. With the four smokers you can, because they've got this glorious thing called engine braking, and so as soon as you let off the gas, let off the gas, those bloody things, the engine braking will just slow them down beautifully. Whereas the zing-zings, like beast. They can jump up and bite you in a heartbeat kind of thing. So it's about control with control. You must learn control. It's about control with the zing-zings and just getting all that really refined kind of thing. That way, you know, if you're squirrely, you can still, you know, body position it out of it sort of thing. I lean way forward on the rear brake and it was a squirrely, but I kept the bars as straight as possible when it started to hop around. And I realised, alright, that's enough speed for that corner and for that coming up to that face of that thing. That's cool. I'm good enough with that. If I can keep that sort of speed with control, I'll have a good full drive right now. Have a good safe day, and I won't have a trip to the hospital, I reckon. It's not the sort of track that you want to spend a lot of time trying to pass dudes, so I just ease off and sort of just have a look at their lines and then wait till something's, you know, wait till you can pass. Those big four bangers on the straights, but my God, can they just bore. Hey, where you going? You're not allowed to pass me. But no, I let a few guys go by me. I was riding a bit of a wide bike there for a couple of times and just like figured, alright, you know, because when I started, those times where I started to get a little bit squirrely, I said, oh yeah, I said to myself, I even said it out loud, oh, you got to clean that up, you know. And later on, I must have been getting a bit tired, so I got fairly squirrely. Wasn't like, you're going to die right now, that kind of thing, but it was pretty kind of squirrely. And thankfully that going off that thing sideways didn't really matter so much because it came down real nice and smooth. So that would, if I actually meant it and still, my motor actually just restarted in a heartbeat as soon as it started to get traction again, because it's too slow, because you don't need a whole lot of rotational force to make them go anyway. So, and she just went woo! It was alright, but I was a bit wide on that one. The inside line, not as much fun, nowhere near, but best to just sort of use a bit of caution. Yeah, exactly. If you try to push it on a track like that, corner's going to come up real fast, and if the shit does hit the fan, not good. So just sort of back it down to a reasonable pace, and just work on, you know, braking and timing and all that sort of shit. So it's coming. Just work on a few extra bits and pieces here and here. I love my body because I'm actually enjoying it. I'm even overextending on some shit just for fun, you know, going all Ronnie Mac on a few corners. Yes. So now what I might do is just pop this out of 4-wheel drive, which will give me better cornering capabilities. So you should pop out. Hey, how's it going? He's going up to the track. I might still be in full drive right now. Alright, right behind me. Didn't hear it pop out, but shit. I better get my head together on this one, on this section. Hang on. God damn it. It's a pity that this thing doesn't load up as fast as Potato Can does. Did, because as I was coming into the valley, which we're not, surprisingly, we're not really that high up. It's just what kind of it tapers off a lot on the other side where we are. So that's why in the distance you can see sort of the extended part of the city, which is way down there. So yeah, so how does that work out with topography? I don't know. I'm no topographist. Anyways, as we were coming down into X's area, this is X's area around here. I drove past their place actually. As I was coming down, it was beautiful. I was coming into the valley, and you could see mountain hawks doing their hawky thing up in the air there, and it was just really great. It's just really beautiful. But yeah, unfortunately, this thing doesn't load up, and it's not exactly the safest thing to try to press a bunch of buttons while you're trying to drive. So So I just stopped and did that. But yeah, that was really nice. I should really, I think, in retrospect, I enjoy going over the mountain toward the track, but on the way back, I figure this is sort of the way to go. But you know, being on the weekend, a Sunday, you might get bunched up traffic-wise over there. So it's 6 one way, half a dozen the other. Like, it's quicker this way, but the other way is more enjoyable, I would say. Having a bit of a wrap around in the mountain kind of thing. So what I'm going to do, now I messed up last time when I went down here. I mess up all the time and shit. I got to put notes and shit for myself. You know, what is that? Dementia? Just dumb. Yeah, I'm just dumb. And I got more dumb because I drank every day for like 20 or 30 years or whatever it was. Oh, look at all those smokies over there. There's 4 of them. That's what they do. They hang out when the machines cut all that stuff so they can have a bit of a munchy poos on the mushies. Insects. Now, last time when I went down here, I forgot to have any money on me, and so I couldn't go to this El Cheapo supermarket that I used to go to when I was around this area, when I lived in this area. So it's not far over there actually. There's the football tower, you can see it from here, see? All the way over there. But this time I do have some cash. Never, because that bloke bought those billiard cues last night. How's that? And so what I'm going to do, this place from memory had some good deals. So that's what I'm going to do. Now, why is it and how can it be that this computery thing, like, sometimes the camera thing would just stop after 20-30 seconds or so, and now it kind of works or whatever. So maybe it's a heat thing, and it's, I don't know, computery things, just don't know. So now we start to get down to the concentrated kind of area. So that's how it is here, eh? You've got like industry, you've got like I don't know what that is, it looks like a gym or something. There you go. Solara Gymnasium, there you go. They're public gyms, crazy cheap, real good. Now, yeah, you've got your like, we're heading into residential here, but it's real close, like residential and industry and farming. It's sort of by far more concentrated it is than it is in our foreign lands in the west, you see. Yeah, it's kind of like that. And it's not like some like rich thieving dickheads live in some fancy pants area and all the poor people live over there and the middle class live there. It's not like that at all. In general, unless you're in like downtown Tokyo or something, right? In general, you'd have like, sometimes you have like a manor house and then you have some old school joint or some poor apartment kind of thing, all in the same area, which is fantastic. It's, I like that. Yes. Now, it's a good system. Now what we're going to do is head over this way. Now, last time I went down the wrong road, and that was, I turned right there. I should know because I used to live around this area. See, I just dumbed myself down a bit. Let's bang there, the Shinihon Ginko. Now, I turned right here. I ended up going on a magical mystery tour. Ooh, let's get through here. Right. And when I should have turned right over here, which would have been the correct roadie poos. Roadie poos. God, when am I gonna have my freaking age? Never. Oh, look at that. Look at that hunky looking dude in that rig with that bike on the back. So we're gonna, I'm not gonna entice. We're talking some of the chaps there. They were asking about this bloke, this Gaijin Savage. that used to ride a bit, and I said, yeah, we're talking about it, I'm having a bit of a riding business. I said it's a nice safe track. It's safe if you don't try to push it, if you don't try to win the championship in one day. You know, you just take it easy, and so that you don't get into a situation where you get squirrely and messing up. And so I sort of started to go to that point where the corners will start to come up real quick, and I'm on the power, and I'm sort of popping the front end over a few things and having a good time, but starting to get to the corners a bit too quickly. So I'm just going to keep that speed and then just clean it all up with timing and braking and just body positioning, zing, zings on the zing. And no one's listening to this shit. But I really enjoyed it. So hopefully he'll come along too, and that way we can speak the master language and not the guggy goo goo bubba boo boo, could be possibly maybe baby language. Now, yes, this is the correct road. Okie dokie. Yeah, I ended up in there somewhere, and I was going around all these turns and twists and this and that, and I'm like, God damn it! It took me ages to get out of there. Alright, okay, I'll switch this thing off now. Well, there you go. I haven't been there in freaking years. It's called Trial. That's the supermarket name. And yeah, I used to buy stuff from there, and up here, there's a boozer up here. And they sell Canadian beef there. I haven't seen that. I've seen American beef. I haven't seen Canadian beef being sold. No. They used to have a one of those shops I can't remember the name of right now. I think there's a boozer over here. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, we'll go here too. I haven't been here in a long time either. What's the name of that bloody place? Direx, that's it. I didn't see the Direx there last time. Direx is a, I presume it's a national brand. They sell a lot of stuff for real cheap. So I used to be able to get my moto oil from there, like sport stuff, racing oil. So we'll see. So if this is the case, then I'll come down here in regularity when I go and have a bit of a ridey poos. Right, let's go and grab some beers. Oh, that was cool. A bloke that rolled up to the boozer, he's an ex-rider, and he's kakui, man. Kakui means cool. And he's having a chatty poos about the tracks, and you know, many have closed now, unfortunately, but a lot of it's noise issues. But yeah, he was talking about bikes, and he was talking about Nihakagoju which are 252 smokers, and he looked at my bike and goes, "How can you go in there?" And I go, "Yeah." Yeah, he knew it was a 125, and just rad. That's cool, I like that. Old school. That dude's old school. He says he prefers the two-strokers. And now that place there used to be one of those whatever I just said earlier, that store was that I've already forgotten. Oh God, what's happening? I'm starting to sound like that dude that's trying to run to be a politician, but he's had a bit of a bang-uppy poos with his heart or something. He says, "Hello everybody, good night." I was like, "What?" Okay. Direx, that's what it's called. That used to be a Direx back there. I know of another one that's not far from me, so I do go there. I can't recall if they still stock the racing oil, but we'll give that a go to have a bit of a looky poos. A looky poos. Now this, I'm just sort of testing the waters as to whether I should really go this route on the way. I think you can go down that one there. Right, so we'll go down here. Life tips on how to drive in Japan by ABAREBUGYO. There's a store over that way, a supermarket called Hello Day. Hello Day. God, the song will drive me mad. I hear tell that a little kid got run over and killed there. So this is years ago. I used to live just up the road from just back there. Very sad issue. So when we were pulling out of the boozer, some drongos, they have this attitude like if they get hit, then they get money, right? And they just a dickhead thought. So you should always be on guard when there's vehicles around, when they're moving and shit. But some ape would just sort of walk past the bloke that I was talking to as he was leaving. He had the car just next to me. I could see in this mirror that some ape wasn't even bothering to look to see this car coming toward it. He sort of noticed it and stopped. But many of them have this particular attitude, but they just don't look, and they have this concept of, oh well, if I get hit, then I get money. So it's all. Hang on, we'll get to that. So it's always a good idea just to patience. Always utilize patience. What was that other word? Something. You just use patience when you drive. I'm getting a bit sheepy right now, aren't I? And I have this particular idea that I developed that you never reverse back more than you need to. Yeah. Well, now it's not like I can steer like a crazy and try to rip the rubber off the front tyres as I'm turning, but just this idea of never really reverse back more than you need to, because here 2 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, someone will just go whoosh and go past you on a bicycle or some shit. So you always got to keep in mind that just that's Murami River. It's nice, beautiful to walk all the way down along these. They've got these like sections over there. I think it is. They've got these. That's it over there. These stations these exercise stations and stuff. It's really long, and so all the way down, all the way to the beach. So exercise. That's it. Exercise caution and patience when you're driving in Japan, and that way. Because time and time again have even like this pillar is quite wide, so if I'm in a really enclosed kind of suburban type of situation, I'll often sit up and lean forward so that doesn't restrict me, because of so many bicycles and just shit's happening all the time in those sorts of areas. Oh, what's going on here? What are we doing? We're going, what's going on right now? So that's what I was worried about on the way here. I might end up having all this freaking Sunday traffic. But alas, it's not like I'm in a hurry to do anything, is it? And it's not like you're in a hurry. Go quick, get to the track, get the bike off, ride all day. Improve. None of that attitude exists within me now. As I just clean up what you're doing, enjoy the day, have a bit of a ridey poos. You're not out there to win the championship, and that's it. So, but this is kind of shit. I don't know how far to go. They just got to get around that little hill over there, and it's pretty much a success. Got a couple of beers on the back. That's good. A bit of red wine. Yes. And some Canadian beef. Oh my God. Let's have a look at this. I actually splurged on this because if I do, Exie in fact used to really encourage me to ride, because that was when I was so there's good me and bad me apparently in her regard, and so when I'd ride I was sort of sober and shit, so I really splurged on this. 937 yen for steaky Canada gyudon, I think that kanji says. I've never seen Canadian beef here. Most things from Canada, you can't send anything to Canada because the government is filled with rife dickheads. But that says Canada something rosu steaky Apache 1 something or other. Whatever. Anyways, I really splurged out on that because I sold those billiard cues and I thought I never would. And just sort of like to splurge a present upon myself, because I'm proud of myself for getting out there and having a ride, and I'm not in the bars anymore at 7 o'clock in the morning getting into street fights or whatever, you know, all that shit's gone, and I'm just doing different shit. I'm not angry anymore. I don't know if I was ever angry, but just, I don't know, shit's going alright. Made it back to the ranch, but I'm a bit worried how angry he might be. See, there's the evil one over there. Yeah, I fed him quite a lot this morning, and he came back for more, and I'm like, and he started punching me. Oh no, I've got to go. Nah, so I did go. Oh, he might be angry. We'll see. This might get a bit scary. This might get a bit painful. He seems to be quite content. Hey! Oh, flexing his jaw so he can, like, see how much of me he can rip off. Hi! Boom! There you go. And the old knee to head punch. Oh, shit. It seems to be quite happy. Well, it's good weather. He seems to be not as grouchy as usual. But he knows I've got plenty of food, so... Alright, let's see if we got this. Get under my feet. Yeah, just make sure I'm not going anywhere this time. Okay, here he is. Alright, let's go and get this. Oh, shit, I left the keys over. God damn it. I'll be back, just hang on. I'm not really happy about that. I better go get that key. I figured I'd end the day off at the beach of contemplation. It's still quite warm, see the track's not that far away. And I figured I'll come down the beach of contemplation with a beery poos. There you go. And then, yeah, so I've got this program, application or what you call it, on this computery thing where you can put the videos together. I might add it a bit later on when I get back to the ranch. But yeah, it's 4:15. See, so I didn't go out for one more ride. It's just a combination of things really, kind of compensating really. So that thing's fractured, and that wrist is just the poetic way, the high-end literary way of saying it's just fucked. So yeah, I'm sort of compromising a lot. Forevermore, that's kind of not going to be too good, but yeah, so I figure, alright, so don't push it, just have a bit of a laughy poos, and a bit. No excuses, it's hard enough. Turning into someone brittle rather than hard. Anyways, hey, look at these old blokes out there running and walking and doing all that stuff and walking, and yeah, it's good. Right, so what I'll do is, yeah, I wish it was a little bit warmer, because this wind really kicked up, so it's kind of, oh, he's having a good time, he's happy with the wind, I'm not. You know, getting some in the shade, it's kind of shit, it's a bit too cool, because some idiots just decided to wear his singlet, but at least we've got enough sun. So, I'll mess about with this programming thing and see if I can put that together.
Elemental forces caused the egg to hatch. From it then came a stone monkey. The nature of monkey was irrepressible.